First of all, I'd just like to extend my condolences to the Hartman family. Just found out that Sid had passed, and I'm so grateful that I got to meet him and got to know him. What a life he lived, what a legacy he left, and I'll be, praying for their family in the days ahead. Not much to say about the game. It was not good enough, especially in the first half. And I'll take the responsibility for it. So I'll take any questions you have.
You talked about just kind of taking the responsibility. I guess, are you referring to kind of the interceptions, and why exactly? Tell us what happened. I mean, you weren't interception prone last year, and it's been such a bugaboo this season for you.
Yeah, it's I need to correct it. I need to finish the season with a different story, regarding the interceptions. So that's something that I need to improve with the remaining games we have, and so I don't know that I'd limit to the interceptions. I think it's just the entire offensive performance. We just need I need to be better. We need to be better.
Kirk, can you take us through those interceptions and just kind of what happened in this place?
Yeah, the first one I thought was the worst one, if you will. First play of the game, the coverage was not confusing. It was just a zone drop, and I simply forced the football into coverage. Tried to do too much. That's a mistake that I may have made in year one, but was very disappointed that I would do that. Now. The second one, third down, saw cover two, felt them squeeze at him, doubled at him, and wanted to replace the squeeze with, throwing it to Justin, and the cloud corner jumped it and made a good play. And then the third one, was just trying to work the bender to BB, and my arm got hit, and obviously went up in the air and was intercepted.
Kirk, did it seem that the offense came out flat in the first half?
Well, when you turn the ball over on the first play, I think that's about as tough of a start as you can have, given their offense is short field. So, that's not the way you want to start.
Kirk, as a team, where do you go from here? You think during the bye week and coming out of it?
Yeah, you go back and correct what took place. You talk about it. You take the coaching that you need to get, and you need to be hard on yourself too, and coach yourself, and identify why mistakes are happening, and correct them, fix them. Whether that's in the way you prepare on the field, off the field, whatever it may be. So. When you have a tough loss, when you're 1-5, you're certainly looking for ways to improve. It's pretty easy to do that, and that's what I'll do and what we'll do as a team.
Kirk, Coach Zimmer summed everything up that it was just kind of strange, where how close you guys were last week to beating a really good Seattle team, to just being kind of surprised at the way that things played out today. Do you kind of see it the same way? Just total dichotomy shift from where you were last week to where you're at now?
I think that's a good word. I think strange is a good word, and I think it's, the first 6 weeks of the season have, felt that way at times each and every week. So certainly, that's been frustrating, and I think today felt similar in that way.
Kirk, we've seen other. Go ahead, Dave.
It was just when seasons start to go bad like this, especially after a game like this. I know you said last week that in this locker room there's no finger pointing. Everybody's still on the same page. Does that start to creep in now when you're at where you're at after a game like this?
Well, there's always going to be guys who want to help, guys who want to help us win, and that's really where anything comes from, is a heart to say, hey, I can help us. And so you want that, and you want to hear from teammates, from coaches, if they have feedback or ways we can be better, improve. So, I think in some ways you want people to have a discontentment about them because I think that can also be viewed as a really good thing to try to improve what's not been good enough.
Kirk, what was kind of the thought process going for it on the 4th and 1 when you guys are down 10-0, running Boone instead of Madison, and then how much did that change the momentum of the game when it didn't work?
Yeah, I don't, get too involved in those decisions. The play comes in and we run it, and that's a play that has been good for us and has worked several times now. Obviously, it didn't there, but I look more at the plays before that of how could we have scored prior to that play, because I would like to not even have it get to 4th down and be able to score earlier, and I felt like there was an opportunity there to Irv where I would have liked to, even though I'm hot, to be able to get that ball to Irv where he can score.
A couple more for Kirk.
Can you just talk about the time on that 4th down play at the goal line? It looked like you guys kind of rushed through the whole thing. I know Rudolph missed a block there. Just seemed like it was kind of out of whack, the timing.
Well, yeah, that one was the design of the play, to be quick. You want to have a tempo to you and hopefully catch the defense, somewhat unsettled, and kind of use the timing to your advantage. So that was by design to be quick there.
Kirk, when Mike Zimmer was asked if he considered benching you at all and taking you out, he was quick to say no. We've seen other teams do that. Is this just a vote of confidence for you, knowing that you would come out in the second half, or were there conversations, and what motivates you in that halftime? Adam said it was positive.
You know what? You just have to play well, in this business, and the reality is if the pace, that I'm on in terms of the interceptions, if that were to continue, I won't finish the season. I won't, you know what I mean? So there's a little bit of, you got to improve, whether it's, them telling me, hey, we got to improve, or them pulling me. You got to get better, and that'll be what the rest of the season will be about for me, trying to protect the football as best I can, because when you turn the ball over, it really hurts your chances to win, and I know that, and just need to improve as we look ahead to the rest of the season.